Sophomore and sophomore going at it. We've seen a couple of younger guys match up in our second match of the evening. Dan, this one should be another good one to finish us off here in Wilkinson Hall.
Yeah, Max is a guy who made a lot of improvements over the offseason. Last year, bumped up to 141 for a few matches, but was a bit undersized, wrestled most of the year at 33. Nice job by Porter to get in.
Porter in on a shot, and he gets the takedown. Out of bounds, and we will reset center mat. Henry Porter, one of those guys that redshirted last year. He went 4-1, wrestling unattached with the program. This season, he's 9-5, 3-2 in duels. Got 5th of the Navy Classic. This is a guy, as a true freshman, started for Indiana, Dan, and he went 21-10 in his first year, 9-4 in duels, 13 bonus point victories, and he was oh so close to qualifying for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, Henry's a guy I trained with a lot last year, and super impressive the way he can ride on top, the way he can move on his feet. I think the best is yet to come for Henry Porter this season as he gets more of a feel for making weight again after that redshirt year. I think we're going to see some big things out of Henry going forward.
Trying to get his feet back under him. Remember, he wrestled 133 in that true freshman season, bumping up a weight class this year. Max Hermes 5-6 on the season, 4 bonus point victories. He competed at the Midlands. He had 4 wins at the Shorty Hitchcock Memorial Tournament. His wins included 9-3 over Ethan Leben of Bucknell, Evan Harriman of Michigan State. He's down by 2 as Porter leads 3-1 with 1:30 to go in the first.
And Hermes last year was taking not a lot of committed attacks, a lot of swiping at the legs and not going to it, and he goes for one there. Oh, but a nice job by Henry.
2 takedowns for Porter in this first period. Not much has gone the Hoosiers' way in this duel, Dan, but Porter trying to at least send his team off on the right note with a win.
Yeah, and Hermes was in deep there, but that arm got caught up and Henry capitalized on it. Porter's gonna look to do some work on top now. Very talented on the top is Porter.
Hermes went to Edison High School. Last year, 12 wins at 133 and 141 pounds before he redshirted. Wrestled at the Penn State and IU duels, so Hermes has definitely gotten experience wrestling the cream and crimson. He gets the escape. Porter's lead is 6-2.
Porter doing a good job getting to those fakes, getting to those collar. It's been a lot of his motion. I mean, that was a nice shot by Hermes before, though. If he just got that arm down, he would have been in good position. So we'll see if he fires off another attack like that.
30 seconds remaining in the period,
30 seconds to go in this first period at 141 pounds, a 28-3 commanding lead for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Our last matchup of the night here in Wilkinson Hall. Sparse crowd, to say the least, here in Bloomington this evening. For those that don't know, it is like the North Pole outside, some might say, as we end period 1.
I might have to borrow your snow brush after this, Riley. I don't got one.
I got a couple in my car, so I'll help you out.
Wonderful.
Just as long as you got gloves. I forgot to bring my gloves.
Well, the great Graham Rooks is in attendance tonight, and he has a very nice pair of gloves, I heard.
Graham Rooks, a staple for the IU program, graduated last season, a remarkable career in the cream and crimson, multiple-time NCAA qualifier. He was described as the hammer, and that's exactly what he did. He just gutted out and got wins, no matter what it took for Indiana the past couple seasons before he graduated from the program. Hermes looking for some points here. We got a stall call on, I believe it looks like Hermes. They're holding riding time momentarily, much like they did in the last match.
Same situation as the last match, except this time I think the score table was on high notice for that one. Looks like they played that right.
corrected their mistake, and Hermes is warned for stalling. We'll reset at center mat. Porter on bottom, Hermes on top. With a win against Ohio State on Sunday, it will be the 16th season with double-digit wins for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. What a job Scott Goodale has done for the program. Porter gets up and gets the escape.
Very impressive over there to keep this momentum for the Scarlet Knights going as a program after a little bit of a coaching staff change. You had Donnie Pritzloff take over as the head coach of the Columbia Lions.
Hermes locked around the body here, out on the edge. No takedown is called yet. Doesn't have that leg locked around Porter's leg, so the officials are just going to allow them to continue to wrestle with no takedown being called.
Yeah, cranking that whizzer with his left arm saved Henry from a takedown there.
Stalemate, and we'll reset back neutral. Yeah, we talked with Scott Goodale earlier this week. I asked him what his favorite part about coaching the Big Ten was. He said he likes the challenge. There's a challenge every single night, and he's into how his guys handle it. The Indianas, the Rutgers of the world, he said, you don't get a night off. That's what makes the sport exciting. What else, why else would you want to be in Big Ten wrestling?
Well said by Coach Goodale. That's what makes Big Ten so special, in wrestling especially. I mean, you look at the schedule and there's no such thing as an easy match in the Big Ten.
Stalling called on Hermes. He got the warning earlier as we in the second period of action at 141. Porter gets another point. Will carry an 8-2 lead into the third. Hoosier fans haven't had much to cheer about tonight, but this would certainly be a good way to at least carry yourselves into the rest of the season with a couple of wins. Porter trying to inject a little bit of juice into Wilkinson before these fans head back out into the cold streets.
Yeah, always good in a tough match to end it with a win, hopefully, and keep things looking forward. You know, first match of the Big Ten season, plenty of adjustments to be made as we look ahead to the next duel for the Hoosiers. But for Rutgers, they got a quick turnaround going to Columbus, Ohio on Sunday.
Hermes gets the escape, excuse me. 8-3 lead for Porter. Yeah, you mentioned it, quick turnaround for the Scarlet Knights. In 2 days, they go to Columbus, Ohio to take on the Buckeyes. That'll be on Big Ten Network. We might get a chance to see Oliveri versus Mendez again. Jesse Mendez, one of the best young guys in college wrestling right now. He had an outstanding career here in Indiana, and now it's translating over to the collegiate level as Porter gets his third takedown of the match.
No escape there, so still on top is Porter.
After that matchup against Ohio State, they'll have a week off before they host Wisconsin. That'll be on Big Ten Plus, and then 5 days off before they will host Penn State on the 24th. That'll be on Big Ten Network, a Friday night in college wrestling. 11-4 lead for Henry Porter with 43 to go with the third at 141. For Indiana, they have a week off before Friday, January 17th. They go to Purdue. That'll be on Big Ten Plus. A week after that, Friday, January 24th, they'll be at Michigan State. Sunday, they'll cap that Michigan trip off at Michigan. Both of those will be on Big Ten Plus.
Exciting matches ahead. A lot of Hoosiers will be on the road a lot these next few weeks.
Match is stopped for a potentially dangerous call. We will go back to the center mat potentially for the last time this evening. What a job by Scott Goodale and the Scarlet Knights. Henry Porter will get the win for the Indiana Hoosiers at 141. He'll win it 11-4, but it was all in vain. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights come into Bloomington and blow away the Indiana Hoosiers. They take this one 28-6.